Hello, we are Rest Invest. Invest in effortlessly. So we found that one of our teammates, a direct connection to the venture capitalist, told us about what are some problems that VC faces. But we found that we did some research and found that 30% of the startup venture capitalists and investors struggle to find the timely, reliable information, startup and products. For example, even if they find information, they already missed that, or they're already late to invest in. So we're using multi-edge integration and for deeper and faster crawling analysis, and using Manus AI to providing a real-time browsing agent that opens multiple tabs and reads all the information that venture capitalists and investors struggle to read and struggle to go through. Often they miss that information. So we are targeting more than 1,000 active venture capitalists in the US alone, 25,000 angel investors globally, which is projected to $200 billion a year, and it's growing. And how it works is, this is our website. How it works is, let you sign in first, and once you sign in, we have a dashboard. You can find your perfect matches by selecting those questionnaires, industries. So let's say I'm interested in artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, and beverage. So let's get a recommendation. The stage and location, minimum funding. It's not necessary to fill out. So let's just get a recommendation. With this recommendation, we can see lots of startups by ranking first, second, third, fourth. By just ranking, I can see that which startup is much relevant according to my industry. You can also see the 95% match, which means this startup most likely to provide trust and gain. So it means pretty safe to invest. So you can also see the founders, and you can also see the founders on LinkedIn. How we are doing that is we are using Open Manus browsers, Playwright and Gemini to collect all this information. Browser use opens a browser. Playwright opens a browser to test. Browser use Playwright comes together with Manus agent, creates a beautiful web scraping cron jobs, and collects valuable VC, venture capitalist, and investment portfolio, or companies that are launching very soon. We can store those information to the MongoDB database. Once we store those, we gotta get an update on Flask. Using Fetch and LinkedIn analysis, we can also run it efficiently by providing most valuable information. So with Flask, we're using Next.js to show a UI and Figma to design. Another feature we are highlighting is that we're using a linked API database to show UCLA alumni who are already in the startup field and who are already engaged in the startup field and building a startup. You can select and see what kind of information they have about the UCLA alumni. So, for example, this person, is a co-founder at Love. Co-founder at Love, and it's an MBA graduate from UCLA. So you can see the founder name, Melinda Miller, with the LinkedIn. If you press on LinkedIn, you go to the LinkedIn,